What's going on? How you? Hope everything's alright. Yeah, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Is They Talkin Bout the podcast. Hosted by Michael the Librarian. And today, we're going to talk about a couple things and tie it all together. First, going to talk about the government shutdown. It's finally ended. Longest shutdown in United States history. The second longest. Guess what's the president on the second longest? Yeah, you guessed it. Trump too. Government back open, but we get here to where it's at, and the shit shouldn't even have been shut down in the first place. The Democrats didn't get what they wanted. They held out all that time and still didn't get what they wanted. They wanted these Obama-Biden tax credits to be extended because without it, premiums is getting raised and shit like that. So they held out for that. And, in the process of them holding out for that, I guess they there's no way Trump just gonna let niggas just starve. We're not even gonna say starve, but the Democrats thought their hand was stronger than what they thought. They thought their hand was stronger than what it actually is, than it actually was. Because they didn't get what they wanted. Not only that, they took a hit a little bit because Trump was pointing the finger at them like, they the ones who holding it up. And so they let some people go hungry for a little bit. People wasn't able to make ends meet. And it was playing with people's emotions. It had niggas fucked up for real, for real. So and even in the midst of them going back and forth playing this game that they was playing with each other, cause it's all like orchestrated game for real, for real. There was 2 judges that came out and ruled that Trump had to give the stamps out. And twice the highest court in this country Said, nah, nigga, beat it. Said he never gave him the fuck out. So, you know, when events like this happen, instead of the people of this country demanding that they fund these programs, instead of that, we need to start, well, yeah, needs to start. I'm pretty sure, you know, it goes on to some places where these situations be gives us the opportunity to become more community based, more shared resources based, where we're not dependent on the government or any type of funding from outside of ourselves, you know, based off of where we live. And, you know, because it's from neighborhood, the city, the county, the state, you know, because this is the beginning of a new era right here. And so, and part of and a lot of the new era is going to be a lot of how we're living amongst each other. And also with the and also with this new era, these old motherfuckers gotta go. The old guard gotta go. You see what I'm saying? But then it's like you see the games these niggas be playing right in front of you, because it's like you see how quick the Democrats dropped a couple of the Epstein file papers, like quickly, like they could have been just dropped them joints, yo, leaked them joints out. But they dangling in front of this nigga like, man, nigga, don't fucking play, nigga. Don't forget, we got these fucking papers, nigga. Yeah, but they dropped him on his fucking head. Get him the fuck out of there. Get all these niggas the fuck out of there. We don't need no government. We don't. It's time to understand that once you understand who you truly are, then you don't need to be governed by someone outside of you, because you're self-governed. Don't need the police or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Time to get Trump the fuck out of here. Trump represents some wild shit, yo. For real, in this story. Yeah, they all playing their fucking part. You know? All playing their fucking part. And this agenda that they got going on behind the scenes. No, that they're thinking that we ain't understanding that they working with extraterrestrial and interdimensional beings. Knowing certain energies is being worked out, like that, like what's going over there in the Middle East. Them niggas got to figure that shit the fuck out. Them niggas is here learning their lessons from, Orion. Any flags that's black, red, white, Orion energy there. But Atlantis is playing again. The energies of Atlantis is playing again here in the fucking America. You know. Yeah, because you see it. You see all these different narratives, all these different stories and shit like that. That's the last the last gasp of the bullshit, getting all that bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? Getting that bullshit out so then that way can raise and start operating on a whole different frequency. This is the ascension. This is shit. Earth going back to fucking Earth going to 4D. But in the process of that, you know what I'm saying? Moving to a society where the financial system is more trustworthy, you know. Part of that bridge is going to be something called digital assets, blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, where it can be seen on a blockchain, can't be reversed, solves the double spending problem, which is one of the reasons why Bitcoin was made in the first place. So in New York, their mayor, uh, in his push, to bring cryptocurrency to the masses, he built the digital assets and blockchain initiative in New York, and that's major. That's major because one, not only is it's the first of its kind in the country, first of its kind. Two, what makes this even more puts this even more in the spotlight is that New York is one of the hardest countries. I mean, one of the hardest states to get a crypto license in. And three, well, one and two, that's letting you know crypto's here. Crypto is fucking here. And better get your fucking cold wallets, my nigga. I haven't done no research into crypto wallets in a while, so I'm gonna have to update my list on that myself. But for me, I use the Pal, This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I use personally. I do have a Ledger Nano X, but I prefer the EliPal. And when it comes to crypto, I personally, again, this is not financial advice. You gotta do your own research. You gotta read on your own. You gotta look into the shit. But me, personally, XRP, XLM, H-bar, Stronghold, Flare, that's just a couple, but definitely mainly XRP, XLM, H-bar, like if you just want to go with three, I would go with them three. That's me personally. Those three right there. You could throw Chainlink in there. Stronghold, if I ain't say them. Algorand, IOTA, Cardano. There's still some, that's going a little deep in the bag, a little deep in the bag, but definitely XRP. Yeah, XRP, H-bar, your Stellar, your Stronghold. Yeah, it'd be nice just getting those bags together. Yeah, but it's on its way, so advise y'all to get ahead of the game. Get ahead of the game. So I got resources for all of these different topics and more over in my school community. Come check it out, the Librarians Guild. And stay in pursuit of the end of anything that keeps you from being your authentic self. To the next episode.